Okay, so we touched upon this in the previous video, but I want to delve further into it because it is our principal methodology. And our method is going to be called Double Progression Calisthenics. Now, when you say calisthenics to a friend or family member or whomever, if they even know what it means, they might think push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, squats, things of that nature. That's usually what we consider calisthenics. And it's more of like a new school approach, where in the modern day we have kids in school doing push-ups. And the way we progress is we just do more and more and more. You often hear boys in grade school, or even adults saying, well, I can do 1,000 push-ups. My dad can do 10,000. Which, if you can do 10,000 push-ups, that's a lot of push-ups. But there's a criticism for this method, and it's a legitimate one. And that's that you can only get so strong doing push-ups and pull-ups because you're kind of fixed in your body weight. Sure, it fluctuates, you get a little heavier, you get a little lighter, but you're kind of fixed. With push-ups, you're pushing like 60% of your body weight, depends on how you do them. With pull-ups, it's almost all of your body weight, but it's still fixed. So with, excuse me, with Double Progression Calisthenics, first of all, we have more options. What we do is we break up these exercises, like push-ups and pull-ups, into different series. So with push-ups, we have regular push-ups that we see in grade school, but we also have wall push-ups, which are easier. So it gives people who perhaps are not comfortable with doing regular push-ups yet, a gateway that they can get to that. And it also, on the other end of the spectrum, for people who think push-ups are too easy, we can develop it harder. So we progress in the number of reps, and we progress in the difficulty of the exercise. That's why it's called Double Progression Calisthenics. If you're just doing more and more push-ups, that is single progression calisthenics, and it's more of a new school approach. And the old school way is more kind of like what we're doing, where you go through different exercises. Now, why this matters, and why calisthenics is an effective strength training approach, is you think of general weightlifting exercises like bench presses, squats, and deadlifts. What we're doing is we're finding ideal positions that when they say you want to improve your technique, it means you're aligning the proper muscles and you're doing the proper form to, first of all, you're going to ensure you're doing the exercise correctly and safely, but second of all, you're giving yourself the maximum possible advantage. You know, when you do bench presses, you want to do them like this. You don't want to do them like this because it's so much harder. With calisthenics, we're kind of doing it the opposite way. We are putting our body at a mechanical disadvantage with leverage or using one arm instead of two, the angle. We're finding ways that our body would struggle to lift a certain amount of weight. We're keeping the weight more or less the same, and we're finding difficult angles and positions, and we're strengthening our body through that. And with this methodology, we can usually get more strength transference from push-ups and pull-ups to everyday life. So I hope that makes sense. That's Double Progression Calisthenics. Let's move on.